Well, me. Well, yeah, a relationship takes time. And a relationship with Jesus, just like any relationship, takes time. Right? You didn't just get to know your closest friends overnight. You weren't just like, hey, what's up, Brett? Well, nice to meet you. Now, we're best friends, I know it. Right? I know your whole life story. You know, like, it wasn't like that, right? So in the world we live in today, we want things now. We get disappointed if we don't have things go our way, right? We get so disappointed if we pray to God and our prayers aren't answered in the way we want them to be answered. So we give up on Him, right? We walk away. Or you might be on the total opposite side of the spectrum and you might be super excited to follow Jesus and be on that camp high and like be like, yo, I'm gonna buy a new Bible, a new journal, I'm gonna get worship music, I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says I love Jesus, I'm gonna get a hat that says Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get shoes, Nike ID, Jesus Christ on them. Like you might be on that high, right? With Jesus, and that's super cool. Right? But the thing I want you guys to know is, don't have expectations. It's going to Jesus like any relationship. Get excited, but be patient at the same time for the Lord to work on His timing. Right? Because we always want things on our timing, and I'm guilty of that. Right? But we gotta be patient to trust the Lord. That He's gonna work on His timing. Amen? So Jesus has a lot to teach us. And it's just like, I met our closest friends, yeah? It takes time. We're gonna get to know Him. But it takes everyday effort. It's going to take effort and all those steps, right? But don't give up. Like I said, and I felt so many times that I wanted to give up. You can ask Brett, you can ask Ian. Man, I felt like giving up a lot of times. I felt like I didn't want to follow Jesus anymore because He wasn't working on my time. But we don't give up on our best friends. How many of you guys can say amen to that? Amen. And I look back and I remember how much Jesus did for me. And I was like, man, I don't want to give up on you, Jesus. So I'm going to stick around for you and draw closer to you. I'll bring up the next slide. So right here, this is the Great Commandment in the Bible. And this is Jesus. Whenever it's in red, the text is in red, it's Jesus. So let's read this all together. Ready? Go. And He said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the greatest first commandment, and the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Matthew 22, right? So love your God with all your heart. Love is a super strong word. How many of you guys can say amen to that? Amen. Love is strong, right? And as we grow to know Jesus and invite Him into our lives, now we're going to learn so many things about Him. The greatest thing is that He loves us, that He loves me, and He truly loves me. And it's a love that you guys never felt before. It's a love that I never felt before, but I feel it because I know Him, right? And then the two greatest being learning how to love yourself and then to love your neighbor. You love yourself, right? It's hard sometimes to love the closest people to us. But man, imagine a world, right? Take a second to just imagine a world where everyone knew Jesus personally. Everyone had a personal relationship with Him. Imagine how loving the world would be, right? It'd be like seeing Brett everywhere, right? Just loving all the time. No, but I know it might seem far-fetched to say that if the whole world knew Jesus, it would be a better place, right? But let's imagine something that's more realistic. Let's imagine this whole room for a second. If each and every one of you guys was so close to Jesus and just love people with His love, right? And imagine how that would be. But it takes a lot, and it takes effort, it takes time. And guys, there's this misconception that when we come to Jesus and when we follow Him, our problems are going to go away. Right? Now, I just don't want to be out here saying that your problems are going to go away. It's going to be harder following Jesus sometimes. It's going to be hard to love, your parents when they're telling you, hey, clean up the dishes, clean up your room. I told you like 12 times already. And you already like snap at them, right? Well, let me tell you, call on Jesus. He'll really give you his love, right? It doesn't get easier. But man, it's worth it. All right? Because in this world, it's so opposite, right? We're in this world where we have to earn love, where we have to do things to earn love. But Jesus is here for us to show love freely, right? But we just need to humble ourselves and say, Jesus, I need you, because I can't love my friend who's irritating me right now, right? Please give me patience. Help me to see him the way you do. And maybe it might take time, but eventually you're going to see God start to soften your heart so that you can love your friend. Because Jesus showed you his love. But it's going to start with us saying, Jesus, who are you? Let me just tell you a quick story as I close up. Now, I heard about Jesus, and I knew about him since I was a kid and in high school. And I came to this church, and I thought that coming to church made me a Christian. But, I didn't truly know Jesus. It was kind of like the Instagram version of Jesus, right, that we saw up there. Kind of like that. Like, I knew all these things about Jesus, what he did, his miracles, but I didn't know him. I did my own thing in high school straight away for a while. And then when I was 19, I came back, and I really started to check myself and ask myself, what do I really want in life, right? I came back to church, and I decided to follow him and get to know him better. And when I was 20, which was like 2 years ago, I'm not that old, guys. When I was 20, my dad and my stepmom, they were going through a rough time in their marriage, and in their relationship. And it almost got to a point where they were going to get a divorce. And for me, I already seen my mom and my dad, my real mom and my dad, get a divorce in the past. And I had just healed from this. Prior to this happening, I just healed from that. So my heart just hardened for a bit. Super hard, just for a little bit, just like, oh man, I don't want to be that son who experiences divorce again. Right? But quickly, with the help of mentors and friends and my family at church, they really helped me to set my emotions aside and see things a little bit more clear as they directed me towards Jesus. They prayed for me, and then, they told me to go out into nature because they knew that that's where I connected with Jesus most. So I went on a hike, I went to the beach, and I really had a heart-to-heart with Jesus and just cried out to him, and I was like, Jesus, man, I just need your help right now because I have a hard time loving my family, the people closest to me. I had countless conversations asking him what to do, how to love my dad and how to love my stepmom, the way he loves, the way he loves. And as I did this, I felt God's love slowly just start to wrap around me, just to cover me and embrace me. And I felt a peace in my heart like no other, you guys. And that's the peace that I would like for you guys, man. And then I understood why Jesus was called the Prince of Peace. I heard it before, and I was like, Prince of Peace. But I felt this peace come upon me. And now, at that time, it went from an Instagram type of relationship to a real one, to a personal one. Because I knew Jesus in a deeper level. But through asking the question, Jesus, who are you? Now I was able to love my dad, love my stepmom at their darkest moments. And just to be there for them, to extend God's love and his understanding and compassion and his forgiveness and grace. And they saw how I loved them and was there to just encourage them and pray for them. And that I didn't harden my heart and run away and give up on them because I didn't give up on Jesus. But after some time, took them getting pastoral help and help with family from church, they see Jesus on their own and are still working in their marriage. And without Jesus, it wouldn't be where it's at today. Without Jesus, it wouldn't have changed my life and what I was going through. It really changed my heart. And Jesus wants to change your guys' lives as well. Because I don't know what each and every one of you are going through individually. It might be, maybe you think it's something smaller than what I just explained, or maybe it's something bigger. But I want to throw a comparison out the window and Jesus has a plan for each and every one of you guys. He has a story for each and every one of you guys here. And he wants to use you to really touch the people around you that you love. That's by loving you guys first. And by you guys truly seeking him and coming to him and saying, Jesus, I don't have it all together. I don't know all the answers. But Jesus, I want your love. Because people are talking about your love. Jordan talked about your love. But I want to experience it for real. But it's going to take us asking, who is Jesus? Jesus, who are you? Ask, and you will be answered, right? Seek and you will find, right? Knock and the door will be open. Draw close to Jesus. He will draw close to you. Is that cool? Amen to that? All right. So now I just want to pray us out. All right, so bow our head.